Well, it's Friday, and I'm just getting back from 2 estate sales, and I filled the truck with nothing. And that's because the prices are just way too high, it seems, this season. And I'm not sure what's going on. I don't know if they're all just using Google Image or Google Lens and just picking the highest price. But what I'm seeing is a lot of times at the end of the sale in some of these houses, and they're big houses, there's a lot of stuff left over because people just don't want to pay the prices. And I get it. These estate sale companies, they're not charities. They need to make money. And if they can use Google Lens to look something up quickly, they're going to do it. But they're not going to spend 10 minutes researching a single item when they have a whole house full. So they're not really looking to see if, okay, is this price what it sold for? And I don't know. We're going to see how that plays out. It's still early in the season, so I don't know. Hopefully things change. But anyways, on a more positive note, I've got some cool stuff that's sold out of one of the eBay stores, so we'll take a look at those and we'll go over the prices. This first piece actually came out of a house that I originally went to pick up some ephemera that I put up an ad for. And the guy was showing me around, had lots of cool stuff, and he had lots of military die-cast pieces. This is a Britain's Howitzer. I believe it's from the 1950s. I'm not 100% sure if it's complete, but it's in pretty good condition considering its age. It sat for a couple months, but it just sold for $127.49 plus shipping. The next thing that sold, I priced way too high. These are MCA Twin Packs. And what these are, there's 2 albums on each cassette. And you can tell they feel a little bit heavier too. So these were around, I believe, early 80s into the mid 80s. I think they were kind of like a budget type of thing, but I listed these really high because they're all sealed. And I think my price was nuts. I think it was like 60 or 70 bucks. So I put them on sale and, you know, nobody sent any offers in for quite a while. And eventually I got an offer in and, I took it. And I took it because I looked through eBay's product research and the price they offered me was the highest price that anybody's paid for any one of these cassettes in the past 3 years. So they did sit for a while, but all 3 just sold for $40 plus shipping. I grabbed some of my old Sony sports things here so that I can show you what this color looks like compared to the original yellow that you typically see. So I found these in an estate sale years ago, and they were only, I want to say like $1 or $2, but these are Sony MDR A25 headphones, and they've got this like neon electric yellow color to them. And you can see it's very different, you know, from the old school Sony yellow here. Now, these are also available in red, and if you find those, they're incredibly rare. They can go for over $100. But this one sat in my junk drawer for a while. I listed them eventually very high. It did not sell for quite a while. So someone sent me an offer, and I took it for $79 plus shipping. This next piece did not sit for very long, and I was honestly almost a little bit hesitant to list it because it came with the TRS-80 computer that I bought. And I don't love separating things, but I figured there's someone out there that probably really wants this to pair with their TRS-80 computer. This is the DMP 110 printer that came with the TRS-80 computer that I picked up from the private pick house. And it came with this original but incorrect dust cover. You can see this one's actually for the DMP 200, but it's in really good condition. And I think what helped sell it is, aside from having the original manual here, I have the new old stock printer cable for $39 back in the 80s. And then also in this box, I have an original ribbon cartridge that's sealed in plastic, so the ink hopefully is not dried out on it. But this one did not sit for very long, and I priced it kind of high. So I did get an offer overnight, but then I also had someone just purchase it flat out overnight too, so I never even saw the offer. This ended up going for $149.99 plus shipping. Big sale of the week here. This is PacMan II, The New Adventures for Sega Genesis. It's in great condition, and it went for a whopping $3.74 plus shipping. Something we haven't talked about here in a while is the ephemera store, and that's because, well, over the last 7 days, this store did $45.07 in sales. 90-day total is great, sitting at $3,500, but sales have fallen off a cliff. Because over the past few weeks, I haven't really been listing at all on this store because when I was doing 1,000 listings a month, the good stuff's obviously going to get cherry picked and sold right away, and the rest of it's going to sit there until someone's looking for their great grandfather's business on Google and they find my store on eBay. So that's playing a big role. I do have a lot more ephemera left. However, a lot of it is stuff in the store that's not currently selling from some of the same companies. And the topics and the subjects of the letters here are just, they're not that exciting. So I don't think it's going to sell. And I don't want to flood the store with it. So I might just lot them up and try something from there. But it's got 4,300 listings right now. It got a million impressions last month, up 36%. The click-through rate was down 0.3%. So I don't know. We'll just have to see how it goes. But the other reason is, well, it's the amount of ephemera that's currently sitting on eBay. And if you look at Suzanne A. Wells on YouTube, she's got a great channel. 6 years ago, she put up a video titled Selling Ephemera on eBay, Paper Stuff Worth Big Money. And in that video, she actually shows eBay's screen where she looks at collectible paper ephemera. And it shows 59,156 listings 6 years ago. Currently, there are 802,329 listings. So from 2020 to 2026, the amount of listed ephemera jumped up over 1,200%. But that's not the most concerning part to me. So over 90 days, back in 2020, what's good is she went to the solds in that same category. So that category is collectible paper ephemera, and it's all ephemera. I'm pretty sure this is all ephemera from pre-1800 up until current. So anything that's in the collectible paper ephemera category, everything altogether was, the 59,000 listings. So when she clicked on solds, there were 9,554 solds. And if you look at 2026, that's from 90 days. So if you go to 2026 with our 803,000 listings in the category, there's only 24,422 sold over the past 90 days. So the active listings are up over 1,200%, but the solds over 90 days are only up 155%. So the ephemera category, the amount of listings versus solds, listings is surpassing the amount of solds significantly. And that's only in 6 years. Now with the AI listing software, who knows what this category is going to look like? Is it going to be, so flooded with stuff that it's going to be hard for people to see what they want? I don't know. None of us know. So I'm curious to know what you people think. If you might leave me a comment down below, because that's a big jump from 59,000 listings to 802,000 listings. It's pretty crazy. Well, that's going to be it for this video. Make sure you leave a comment down below and let me know how estate sales are in your area. I'd love to know if the prices are similar to how they are here, where they're at or above eBay, or are you getting great deals? But thank you all for watching. Make sure you click subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.